Salams and welcome. Thank you for joining me in the English reading of the Holy Quran, translation and commentary by Abdullah Yusuf Ali, published by the IPCI, the Islamic Propagation Center International, from Durban, South Africa. Right, so we're continuing with chapter number 43, which is known as Surah Zuq'ruf, and we are busy with verse number 26 onwards. Right, I just want to see how many verses there are. Okay, there's about, I think, 89 verses, so we still got some place to go. Let me just off this fan because I'm just having a bit of a difficulty here. Okay, let's start with that. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Right, the commentary of the middle third of the book, which are verses 26 to 56. If the Arabs hark back to ancestry, why not accept the faith of Abraham the true? He joined not gods with God. That means Ibrahim alayhi salam also came with Tawheed, that there is only one God, La ilaha illallah. He joined not gods with God. Spiritual worth is measured by other things other than gold or silver or the adornments of this world. These are but things of the hour. The lasting things are those of the hereafter. Right? That means this world is only temporary, ephemeral, temporary, it will go away. The lasting is the spiritual transcendental dimension, not the earthly terrestrial dimension, right? So the lasting gifts are those of the hereafter, where we need to strive for the spiritual Olympics, right? As what we discussed before, spiritual Olympics, right? Try and get your gold medals in the hereafter. There's no harm getting your gold medals here, but don't let that be the focus and be all or everything. And remember, anything that you do, you must have Iman, and then your good deeds are accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? Without Iman, your good deeds are wasted. Well, you'll get your awards and trophies in this dunya, you'll get your Oscar awards, Academy awards, but those awards will not reach the Akhirah, right? If Israel goes back to Moses, how he was mocked by Pharaoh in his pride of power, yet Pharaoh and his deluded people perished. So ends the pomp and power and vanity of this world, right? Let's start. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alright, I'm having a bit of difficulty reading that. Let me just try. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. But don't follow my reading, right? وَإِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ لِأَبِّهِ وَقَوْمِهِ. Behold, Abraham said to his father and his people, I do indeed clear myself of what you worship. I worship only Him who made me, and He will certainly guide me. Excuse me. And he left it as a word to endure among those who came after him. I just want to make sure it's verse 27. Right, verse 27, verse 28. And he left it as a word to endure among those who came after him, that they may turn back to God. Yea, I have given the good things of this life to these people and to their fathers, until the truth has come to them, and a messenger making things clear. But when the truth came to them, they said, This is sorcery, and we do reject it. Also they say, Why is not this Quran sent down to some leading men in either of the two chief cities? Why is it just come to this humble low person? We want the big shots to get the Quran, not these ordinary people, right? This is the way they scoff, this is the way they mock when the truth, when the haqq comes to them, right? But they don't realize everything is being recorded, right? Is it they who would portion out the mercy of your Lord? It is we who portion out between them their livelihood in the life of this world. Excuse me. Astaghfirullah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. I apologize for my throat. And we raise some of them above others in ranks, so that some may command work from others. but the mercy of thy Lord is better than the wealth which they amass. Right? So what this basically simply says, we raise some of them above others in rank so that some may command work from others. That means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made some people the bosses and some people the workers. Everyone can't be a boss and everyone can't be a worker. Some people have become doctors, some people are lawyers, some people are plumbers. Right? If the whole world was just doctors, there would be chaos. Because if your bathroom, if your drain is blocked, you need plumbers. If you have a legal problem, you have lawyers. So Allah has created different people. Allah has directed different people to achieve certain things. Some people become bosses, some people become workers, but there are rights of the employer and there are rights of the employee, your staff, and that is where social justice comes into play, right? In the life of this world, and we raise some of them above others in ranks, so that some may command work from others. But the mercy of thy Lord, the mercy of your Lord, is better than the wealth which they amass. And were it not that all people might become of one evil way of life, we would provide for everyone that blasphemes against God most gracious silver roofs for their houses and silver stairways on which to go up. Now this will create, now if Allah wanted, He could have given everybody gold and silver houses and stairways, but initially it sounds very nice. Hey, you know what, if everyone was a multi-millionaire. But Allah is warning that if that happens, then evil will prevail. Why? Let us say you've got a house here made out of gold and silver. Your neighbor got a house made out of gold and silver. This one got a house made out of gold and silver. What's going to happen? This one got their own house of gold and silver, but they say, hey, I want that one house also. There's also gold. They will attack these people, kill them, they'll take their house. They'll attack those people, kill them, take their house. Because they won't be happy with one silver house. They will want all the houses in the township, because every house will be valuable. So people will start attacking each other because of what? Because of greed. People don't have the thing called contentment. They just want more and more. So if Allah wanted, He could have given everybody a house of silver, as what it says here, but then evil would prevail. And the only place where this can work with justice is in Jannah al-Firdaus, where everybody's house will be made out of gold and silver, and even the pavement is made out of gold bricks, and there people won't go attacking each other's houses, because crime is not allowed in paradise. So there people live in harmony and in mutual love with each other. So if one person has got a house of gold and another one got a bigger house of gold, they won't be envious, they won't be jealous. They will say, no, good for you, may Allah reward you that you got such a nice palace. Right? There will be mutual harmony. There won't be criminals walking around at night. At night in paradise, you can walk around for freely at night. You don't have to worry about crimes, criminals jumping you. There's no car hijackings. There's no evil. There's no ill health. There's no doctors. There's no lawyers. You won't find police walking around in paradise. There's no police. There's no cops there. There's no army. There's no warfare. There's no intercontinental ballistic missiles. There's no nuclear bombs. There's no worry about climate change. There's no CO2. There's no damage to the ozone layer. There's no problems whatsoever. You don't have to worry about a house. You get a free house. You get a free vehicle. You get a free car. You get staff, butlers looking after your house. You get free food every day as much as you want to. You don't have to worry about load shedding or your electricity or light bill. You can use as much as you want to. When you don't have to worry about one tap, everybody get 4 taps in the house. 4 taps. Right? You know what the 4 taps are. Ask Gen Z quickly, what are the 4 taps in paradise? Every house will have 4 taps, because there are 4 rivers. River of water, river of milk, river of wine, and river of honey. So every house will have 4 taps. You're on hot water, cold water, hot milk, cold milk, hot wine, cold wine, and hot honey, cold honey. You have 4 taps. Every basin will have 4 taps, right? Absolute minimum, and even more. So, if and were it not that all people might become of one evil way of life, if that would not have happened, then we would provide for everyone that blasphemes against Allah most gracious silver roofs for their houses and silver stairways on which to go up, and silver doors to their houses, and thrones of silver on which they could recline. Imagine Allah will even give this to those who blaspheme against Him, right? And also adornments of gold. But all this were nothing, means nothing. All this were nothing but conveniences of the present life. The hereafter in the sight of thy Lord is for the righteous people. lil muttaqeen. Rabbika lil muttaqeen, for the righteous people. Right. So join me in the next episode, which will continue, which is part number 4 of Surah Al-Zuq'ruf. Stay well, look after yourself. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.